Hi, I'm Micah Malloy, and this is Dimensional Movement. Those who were seen dancing were thought insane by those who could not hear the music. I love this quote because it depicts so much what dimensional movement is. There is the sense and the quality of self-consciousness about being in an authentic and spontaneous state and being seen by others. But in truth, this is sanity. We live in this inverted reality where acting sane means hiding. Yeah? Acting sane means shielding yourself and making sure that your language is acceptable and behaving in a civilized way. But as you come to begin to glimpse the power of your innate and the intelligence that is trying to move through you and show you more of who you really are, you begin to see the insanity of the other way, of the collective. So now we're ready for part 3 of Dimensional Movement, which is called The Sound of Who I Really Am. So in part 1, we began to liberate our bodies from the control of our minds, from the identification of our minds, and we began to listen inwardly to sensation and invite sensation to inform the mind. So we're bringing the sensation forward and trying to balance the hemispheres of the mind, so we actually have more capacity. Summon ourselves. Step 2, stand naked, is once we're noticing all this sensation, there's going to be plenty of sensation that you're going to judge and your mind's going to identify as negative, difficult, painful. Other sensations that you identify as wonderful and excellent. And the practice of standing naked is standing naked in it all. Stand naked in it all, invite all of it to come together, invite all these sensations to expand, and as they expand, as you bring them together into a singularity where you bring the duality together and you invite a change of state, a shift of state, and as you do this, spontaneous movement again emerges, whatever it is. It's a type of liberation, it's a type of sanity, okay? Dancing in the truth. Dancing in the truth of who you really are and inviting the body to move of its own accord without the control of the mind. So now we're ready for step 3, which is the sound of who I really am. So you may be very interested in sound. Sound is very powerful. There's lots of sound healers out there. There's the tuning forks on the chakras and the meridians. There's sound baths. There's pineal toning. There's the pineal choir. And many other forms of sound and sound healing. So there's light language. So you may be very adept at sound, which is wonderful. I welcome you to try this. I think you'll enjoy it. You may feel self-conscious about sound. You feel like you don't have a good voice. This is something very simple for you to try that I think will really help you and help to liberate your sound. Just begin to recognize the purity and the essence of your sound. So to begin, let's do a little exercise. In this exercise, what we're going to do is just use your regular speaking voice, your ordinary voice, the ordinary reality voice that you use in ordinary reality. And we're going to make this sound Kai, and this is from Qigong. This is a sound of expand. It means expand or open. So let's just say the sound. Kai, kai, kai. And now sense and feel how it feels when you say the sound. Kai, kai, kai. Now, not a lot of life to that. Yeah, not a lot of movement. Okay. Take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, breathe inwardly, and you can also do this practice lying down or sitting up. Always good to have the spine aligned as best you can. So closing the eyes, breathing inwardly, sensing and feeling, summoning yourself, standing naked, and now inviting the sound. Kai. 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 That feels a lot different. So notice how it feels. Do it for yourself. Notice the sensations and continue to invoke sound. It doesn't need to be kai. Just any sound. Breathe inwardly, close the eyes. Whatever sound wants to come. Notice the vibration. Where do you feel it in your body? So you're sensing into the sensations in your body, breathing inwardly into those sensations. And as you exhale, what's the sound? Let it come out, whatever it is. Notice the vibration. Keep breathing in, invite the sound, go deeper. Now notice your emotions. Breathe into the emotion. What's the sound of your emotion? Invite that sound to mix with sensation. And now begin to invite the movement of sanity. Invite the movement to accompany the sound. Move your hip. How does that sound? The sound of your foot, the sound of your fingers, the sound of your arms, the sound of your heart. Keep sensing and feeling and invite the sound and the movement. What is the sound of the movement? Listening for the sound of the movement. And listening for the movement of the sound. So as you move, there may be a sound that comes with that movement. Invite it to just spontaneously be emitted from you, emerge from you. And as you listen deeply for a sound, there may be a movement that accompanies the sound. And invite this inner dance to begin to express outwardly, moving out from you in whatever form it wishes to take. And just continue to notice, notice, notice. Keep inviting the mind to be informed by this movement, by this sound, by this sensation. the mind is going to discover you. The mind is going to discover you in this movement. And when it does, there'll be this recognition, and it'll be a surprise because the mind's not used to recognizing you in this way. But there's a familiarity, there's a purity. It's a knowing, it's a sense of knowing. It's beginning to know yourself in this new way of movement and sound. Now, as you do this practice, and as you start playing with sound, something that may happen for you, that's been happening for me recently, is I'll be talking to someone and I'll suddenly notice this quality of my essence. There's this sweetness that just spontaneously is kind of coming through in my voice. And the sense of delight of recognizing myself, it's unmistakable, and it's so delightful, it's so delicious. So that's one of the things you have to look forward to. But I think there's probably many, many more. I'm just one person, and I'm really curious as to what will happen with you, with others, practicing this and exploring this. Another thing that just happened this morning, and I just really want to share about it, is I got up with some pain, some sciatic pain, and I was sitting there having my coffee, and my body started saying, "This is the song of my pain." And it was such a pure sensation. It stopped being, I'm annoyed with the sciatic pain. It stopped being me identifying the sciatic pain, and it became this song, like there was there's a process going on here, Micah. My body was like singing to me, here's my process. Simple, pure vibration. So that's where we're headed. We're headed into recognizing this pure vibrational state of our being, and I believe that as we do this more and more, and we catch glimpses of ourselves more and more, we're going to be more and more free to be these sacred, divine beings that we truly are. And the more that we have this experience, the more at ease we're going to be with being truthful, with being real, with being honest, with sharing ourselves. And that's going to be a blessing, not only to ourselves, but to anyone that we're with. So those are the 3 basic steps of dimensional movement. These are the fundamentals. There is a lot more. There's a lot more to this. So I invite you to go to my website, micahmalloy.com. There's a free consultation, so reach out, and we can talk about what else to do with this practice. I'm also offering a series of sessions over Zoom, so we can really dive in deeply, explore what's happening, and move to the next level of who we are as beings. So I thank you for joining me. Goodbye.